video gonna be on there,
No.
or
I
is
just
just a
shared
link
that
to it?
on the thing. And 3, 2, 4, 10. Whatever. Come on, doggone it. There we go. I'll jump over to my channel. I'll jump over to my
Got the
channel.
pop up.
Yeah, I had to go shut my
I just got it
down.
too. I'm gonna watch it, dude. I just got it too.
Somebody still got their YouTube open.
Ah, shit.
Still got their YouTube open.
Ah, shit.
Jeff says he's a few minutes late and $1 short as usual.
Jeff says he's a few minutes late.
Greg, that's you.
Yeah, my mistake.
Who the hell's that going?
It was Greg, but it's fixed. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start now. What are we at? Oh, look at that. Right on time.
Sounds like Jeff.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies. Produced by L&K Productions. Produced by L&K Productions. Check the audio real quick. And 3, there we go. So, good evening, gentlemen. Greg,
You're
Jeff?
a few days early with your banner.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it up on there and see what it looked like. I like the banner, but I don't like the fact that my big head covers up everything. Hi, Tim. Jose. Good to see everybody.
Yes.
Welcome into what I believe is my second live stream of the day and third video of the day. I had a premiere right after Doug today.
Yeah,
I felt really horrible because I couldn't figure something out, and I can't leave stuff hanging like that. So,
Cool background you got there.
yeah, I went and found that off of Pixabay. I'm going to put it to good use. But since Christmas is over, I'm trying to get away from all the Christmassy stuff.
Yeah, I changed a few things over here too.
that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna take 3 boxes of Christmas stuff to the secondhand store right around the corner.
Yeah, because you were sitting correctly.
Yeah, we have that. I know what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to be back at the DMV, which in here is called the B Bureau of Motor Vehicles, at 8 o'clock when it opens.
Oh no.
Well, I now
hate
know.
going to that place.
Well, I do too.
I don't care where you live in the country. I just hate going there.
Well,
yeah, I got an appointment. You're gonna see me at 8:30. Next thing I know, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. What the heck?
Now, or I'm putting you out of the room.
Most places you can make an appointment online.
Yeah, we walked right in today. The number hadn't even stopped printing yet, and the guy called our number, so it worked out pretty good.
Sit now.
I'm going to show you guys something that you'll find very interesting.
You got lucky.
So, they at the Bureau of Motor Vehicles said, call the bank and tell them to send the title again. Okay. So
and there's your proof.
Well, so not being the morning person I am, I said, yeah, I can do that. So I call them and they say, well, we've tracked it. They received it Thursday, December 15th at 2:40. Oh. Okay. Well, they said to call you and have you send it again. And the lady goes, we can't send it again. And
what?
Well, now think about it. It's the title to our vehicle that we have financed through this credit union in Utah. There's only one title. You can't duplicate it. You can't replicate it. It's one title. Right?
Yeah,
so tomorrow we're going to go back and I'm going to go in and I hope to get the same guy. I really do, because he was very laid back, very, we'll get this worked out type of deal. We did get temporary tags today. We have 59 days to get this problem worked out. The lady at the bank, you guys better sit down because this will blow you away. The lady at the bank said, sir, go back to the B&V tomorrow and tell them to send it back to us, and then we'll send it back to them. I said, I said, no kidding. I said, that's just stupid. She goes, what do you mean? I said, if they have the title, there's no sense them sending this title back to Utah for you guys to send it back to Indiana so that we can get license plate. Why don't I just have them process the license plate with the title they have already? Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So hopefully tomorrow, by taking in proof that it's in their building somewhere or in their system somewhere, over the next 59 days, they will find it, process it, and we'll get our, hard copy plates or whatever.
Now, didn't
Alex,
that
are
thing
you
you
fishing?
showed have somebody's name who signed for it?
Yeah, it looked like a person by the name of
Gabriel or something like that.
Gatchell, Gatchell. I mean, it's got the date, the time, where he was at.
I'm looking at this chat. I'm like, huh?
Mom.
Well, from Chris, it's funny but not funny. I don't know. Something about a Fender and Gibson. Interesting.
You're about to leave the
A
room.
musician's wife beat him with his guitars. It went to court. Judge asked her first offender. She said no. First to Gibson. John stopped by. Hey, John. Good to see you again. John stopped in on my Restream Part 2 today.
I tried to.
Oh, you were there. You finally made it. Jim was there. You were there. John was there. Darren was there. I've been messing around with the clocks. As you can see, the color's a little off tonight. Yeah, is that the same one you showed the other day?
Nope. This is actually from a real person's video that it was at Universal Studios, and that's a real picture of a real guy playing the Grinch at Universal.
Oh, all right. Tony Wallow says, "Hey, John. Tony Wallow was first." Oh, I got to switch my chat over to live chat instead of top chat. I found that does make a difference. What'd you do? Find that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a guy called the guy that did it is called Paging Mr. Morrow. He does a lot of like Disney reviews and Universal reviews and stuff like that. He went to Universal and saw the Grinch and Who's and all that.
Nice. Well, is this going to work or not? Yes, it does. So the link I just put in there, Tim Soul posted on Facebook. Stealth mode, Happy New Year to you. Yes, I did. It came off today. The initial plan was it was going to be trimmed.
He's a Levi.
And it ended up like this. So I knew that was going to go horribly bad. And it did. So we're back to this. Mrs. K likes it. That's all that matters. So anyway, I posted a link in chat. Did I put that in chat?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very young Doug Betts. Very young Doug Betts. Is that from the 90s, Tim? Or when was that?
90s. Really?
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
That's about 2009, 2010. Now, a lot of the photos are his. There's maybe one or two photos in there that belong to me. Those are good old days. I really hate that the quality of the video looks like shit.
Well, it's 10 years. It says it was about 10 years ago. Doug actually gets introduced at the 4:35 mark. So if you want to skip forward to there, one of the things.
That's a pretty cool video.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I'll watch it later. One of the things I thought was really funny was the guy had to. The guy actually reached over and grabbed Doug to spin him around to the camera. I thought, boy, that's irony for you.
Oh, that guy.
The newscaster.
I don't even think that place is down there anymore. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure they come and go. Where is the video? Oh, let me put the link over here too, John. I didn't even think about that. My bad. I posted it in chat and I sent it in private message to a few people, but I didn't even think about putting it in here. So there's the link in both.
That's really cool. You're sharing that.
Oh, of course.
And Doug's birthday was
Monday.
Yeah, yesterday.
What?
Yep.
And I found this old video. I'm like, oh wow, I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
This
You should
is neat.
send it to him and tell him happy birthday.
He probably already knows about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I've already wished him happy birthday in different ways. Direct call. But anyway, or text. I found that video yesterday somewhere. I'm like, huh?
I have a prediction, Ken.
This is neat.
Do what, Jeff?
I have a prediction. At the BMV tomorrow, they will say, Mr. Gackett doesn't work here anymore.
Oh, well.
Probably will be.
So that's why I was standing up for a minute.
Well, we've been trying to do this September. So you figure October, November, December, that's 90 days. I don't remember in September, so let's just say 10 more days. So that's 100 days. And she was like, oh, we'll get this done very easily. I says, ma'am, I have 59 days and I've already lost 100 days trying to do this. Now, I think it's stupid that the state of Indiana can't do it like the previous two states I'd lived in. Nevada, we walked in with our California plates and our registration, walked out, we had Nevada plates, Nevada registration. We go to Illinois, the same thing. We walk in with the plates, the registration, we walk out with the Illinois stuff. You get to this wonderful state that for some reason I came back to, and, oh, we have to have a copy of the title because we want to know who the lien holder is. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well, when I went to South Carolina, I had to give them the title. I mean, I had it. Then there was no lien holder. I just had the title.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to retitle it in South Carolina.
Well, that's probably what they're doing here in Indiana too. Then, actually,
don't know what the Arkansas rules are because I've never moved from state to state. I've always lived here my whole life, and I've never owned a car other than the wheelchair.
Yeah. Nevada,
I don't know
doesn't care who has the title. They just want their money. You register it, pay your money, and you're good.
I don't know what the hell happened with me. I know I was moving from Lynchburg to Greensboro, North Carolina, and I've been down there like maybe 4 or 5 years. I get this notice from Virginia. Oh, you owe taxes on this and this. I was like, oh,
wow.
No. Oh,
that would be not pleasant to walk into.
I came unglued, and it was a motorcycle. I sold a motorcycle up there like, hell, 2 years before I moved to North Carolina. And then they come looking for me for this stuff. Oh, no.
Wow.
And then they were threatening to withhold my state or federal tax return.
So apparently if you owe taxes, it's like death. It's going to stick with you forever.
Yeah, it's like no
statute of limitations.
And I fought them with no lawyer. I beat them. I was like, hey, I sold that motorcycle a long time ago. You can't do this crap.
No worries, Chris. Take your time.
Isn't the lien holder on your registration?
I would have to go get it and look. And then we took over proof that we live here. But because Lorna's got a funny last name, we have to dig out her citizenship paperwork and take that over there for proof that I'm like, you're looking right at her. Look, I'm touching her. She's right here. This is her. You've got her license. Hold the picture up. Look, you know,
people are idiots.
I'm going to end up living on a mountain somewhere.
Is that for their real ID thing?
Well, okay. I'm glad you mentioned that, Jeff, because let's see if I can get my license out here.
I mean, the first time I did that real ID, I was living in Nevada and I took in proof of residence, birth certificate, all that jazz. But once I had one here, when I moved to South Carolina, I showed them my Nevada real ID, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you real ID here."
Right. So you can see I have the Nevada real ID right there.
Right.
So Lorna's Illinois license has got the real ID. And he was like, "We still have to see it." I'm like, "It's okay, whatever. I'm not sure, you know."
So, and when I moved back here to Nevada, I showed them my South Carolina real ID driver's license, and they gave me a real ID driver's license for Nevada.
Well, unfortunately, when I go to get my Indiana driver's license, and I'm still on the fence when I'm actually going to do it, because the guy goes, here in Indiana, you have 45 days to get your license. I said, I know, we're working on it. He said, sir, you moved here in March. I said, I know, we're working on it. I see Gary has joined us.
Yeah.
Once again,
we're working on it.
Bell didn't work. All right, well, your name's here, and you have something in your background, and we can hear you. So
eventually, he ain't gonna take that. Sir, we're working on it. We're working on it for an answer.
I don't think he can legally do anything. I have to be pulled over by the police before I even start to get concerned about it.
Well, I'll be seeing a live stream or a Zoom call or a messenger call from the jail cell.
Is that even possible?
Only if they let you use your phone.
Depends on the police station.
Yeah, well, normally that's just a citation and come to court on such and such a date, I'm sure.
Yeah, and if you take care of between
under normal circumstances.
Sure.
I think I told you my title story. My father died in 1981. My mother didn't drive, so I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years later, she wants to give me his 72 Chevy truck. So I think I rode the bus out actually or something. And my uncle came to the bus station and got me. So, and then I do a little bit of work on the truck, get it running. So we go to the courthouse there in Kansas. And she signs the title over to me, and there it was his name and/or and her name. That means either one can sell it by themselves if you want. And the county clerk's office out there said, "Do you want a new title in your name?" I said, "No, I'm just going to go back and I have to retitle it in Tennessee anyway." So I drive it back and I go to the county clerk's office in Tennessee, and they say, "We can't give you a title. Your father needs to sign it." And I said, "Here, and/or Kansas, that means she could sell it."
Right.
And the lady says, "This isn't Kansas. I don't care."
Dorothy, you're not in Kansas.
And I said, "Well, do you want me to go back to dig him up or what?" You know.
Well, I think he's in the car, Jeff. Just go out and have him sign it.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, and shoot. We didn't even think about that.
So there was a form, believe it or not. And my mother and I both had to sign the form as his only heirs, giving her permission to sell me the car or the truck.
You're turning into an Egyptian dancer.
A week and a half or 10 days. And so we both signed the form, and I go back down there and hand the form. Then they were perfectly happy at that point to give me a new title in Tennessee.
What was that? Oh, excuse me. What was that Schwarzenegger movie where the one guy had extra hands? That's what Jeff looks like right now with the hands behind him.
Yeah,
The one with the atmosphere or whatever it was.
I'm
I can't
thinking.
remember the name.
Oh, yeah, I can't think of it at the moment. Yeah.
I don't even remember the movie.
It was the cab driver ended up having extra hands when he opened her body or something, wasn't it?
Oh,
Somebody.
you're talking about
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it.
Right, with the guy from
With Ronnie Howard.
right, not Ron.
Total Recall.
Yep, that was the one.
The
Yep.
original Total Recall.
The one was made the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, both versions are all right. I don't have the link on the laptop. I cannot open Gmail to send it to me for some reason. I'll get it to you, Chris. Hang on. Bring up the only working. There's a little story behind why half of my technical issues do not work. Yeah, go back over to.
You were editing it in DaVinci.
Oh no,
Messed it
no,
up.
no. I got my downloads down to 305, and without thinking, I just moved a bunch of stuff, and I'm missing 7 things out of OBS. I don't even want to think about DaVinci. I really don't, because I've got a bad feeling it's going to be horrible.
Well, my mom is currently in the process of trying to redo the bulletin again since she had to switch over to that other piece of software, and she's been on the phone off and on the phone all day telling everybody she knows about it, because it's like,
Which software? She's using now.
What did she
Yes,
switch
extra
to?
parts, Jim. Extra parts.
I don't think it was the girl though, was it?
Oh yeah, the girl had a unique.
Well, I know one had 3.
Yeah, she had 3, and then the guy had the arm.
Yeah.
You too, but just sit and watch, please.
Extra
Well, of
parts.
course, I was thinking of the girl that he fell for. Schwarzenegger fell for. She was normal, or you know what I mean.
Okay, I got it now.
All right.
So what's the software, Alex?
I was able to get into my email.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Chris.
Go quick.
Mm.
I love you.
Mhm.
Alex, what's the name of the software your mom doesn't like and is struggling with?
Okay, Jeff, will you ask Alex? Because somebody's listening to Ken and I.
the software that I put on her computer that I've already removed because she don't like it, and the software it had a free trial. It's called Affinity. It's called Affinity Publisher 2.
Why don't you just go with Word or Publisher?
It's not Microsoft Publisher. It's called.
No, I know what it. I was asking why she did not go with Microsoft Publisher or Microsoft Word with church template.
She tried to look up a tutorial on how to do with Microsoft Publisher, and she don't like it. She thinks any software other than the software that she's used for the past 20 years.
No, that's history. How about the Word template bulletin that Jeff found? Which
everything's changed. I don't like none of them.
You know, the thing I found to be very interesting is he's not able to find something he can use and import the settings because of proprietary issues. That still just blows me away.
Those file formats for both Print Artist and Print Shop, both of the softwares that she's been using, they're both specific to those softwares, and you can't.
Well, isn't that software 20 years out?
No, 40 actually.
40.
It's old.
It's old and it's not secure. They need to move over to the new stuff.
I'm going to turn this off.
But it's actually better. The newer stuff.
The software that wouldn't print, the software that wouldn't work, is actually I got it like 2 or 3 years ago, but now since it started working because of a Windows security update, she's back to using the Print Artist, and that is like she's had that for more than 10 years because she had it before we moved before we moved in this house, and we've lived in this house for at least 10 years now.
She's using Print Artist or
Print
Affinity?
Shop. She was using Print Shop, wasn't she?
Print
not
Shop,
print,
yes.
Yeah, Print Shop, not Photoshop. Print Shop,
which is newer than the software that she's using, that she's having to go back to, because the Print Shop doesn't like a recent Windows security update, and I won't let her keep using it, because the only way she'll be able to keep using it is if I go through there and uninstall a bunch of Windows updates that are security stuff.
So which one is she going with permanently? Does it look like? Does it look like she's going with?
Do what, Gary?
Which one is she going to settle on permanently?
Print Artist.
Not Affinity.
She don't like Affinity or whatever it's called. Because it's too complicated.
Anyway, another one of these toys. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The price is not the problem. It's a one-time $41 payment.
No, I meant Print Artist is one of those old-time toys.
Oh, I know it. I wouldn't use it, but it's all she wants to use.
Anytime I see something that says Print Artist or something 25, I get scared.
Problem with Print Master, Print Shop, Print Artist, Hallmark, whatever it's called. The problem with all of those is, to the best of my knowledge, none of those have a free trial.
Well, those Print Artists are from '92.
You have to buy it before you can try it, and then if you don't like it, you're stuck with it. You have to go and buy something else.
Well, a little bit of false advertising. I'm looking at the Print Artist website, and it says designed for Windows XP, Vista 7, 8, and 10. It probably be cobbled up to make it work with 10.
Guess who it was written by? The coder, the guy who coded Print Shop. That's why she likes it. No, I'm reading about it. Seriously, Marty Kahn.
But you know what? You know what I'm really curious about, Gary?
What?
It's gonna work with Windows 11.
I'm sure it won't. No, I'm not sure, but hey, as long as we can suck it, that's a good thing.
Good question. Actually, I mean, you'll find out 2025.
Yeah, well, if you ought to try and get a template for Word. I like it yourself, and then if you figure it out, show her how to do it. Because I know that you could figure it out.
I will tell you that template looked good, Jeff, because I downloaded it after you were showing it.
Yeah.
It really, I mean, put pictures in it, you do color.
Or
if you use Word, it seemed fairly simple, fairly easy.
Or, Alex, you should start a side business and tell your mom that you'll do it for her and you'll charge her appropriately and give her the friends and family discount.
No, I can't charge her. I'm stuck here all day long, so I have to do her tech support for free.
No. See, that's you need to take that mindset and throw it away. Mom, really? I love you, but I'm not doing this for free. I have to charge you a minimal charge of $75 a minute, and if you want my help, that's what it's going to cost you.
Sorry to bring this up, but she has to wipe my butt and get me dressed, so I can't charge her.
I tried that with my mom.
Well, the other thing.
There you go. Family friendly, ladies and gentlemen. Family friendly.
TMI.
You could figure out how to use the Word template and then teach her how to do that once you understand it. And I know you could understand it.
Yeah, I do. I agree with Jeff. I do too. I think
in that templates will be supported for a long time.
Yep.
And they're what the big boys and girls use.
Until Microsoft decides to change the format of Word documents like they did from 2003 to 2007. But since 2007, the file format.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of change in that, because that would screw up a lot of people that use Word.
Understand, they changed it, but they didn't change it for them. They changed it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because Open Office was getting too close.
Oh shoot!
Or
I
even
forgot to
getting
call
too
Sean
close,
tonight. It's quarter
getting,
after 9 there.
getting too close to the same formatting as Word. So Microsoft was afraid that they would outdo Word and nobody would pay for Microsoft Office anymore.
More or less, sure.
But one of the formats Microsoft can save stuff in now is that universal format sort. I don't know what that's not the right
ODT,
words.
Open Document Text.
Yeah, open document format.
But nobody does it from Word. Instead,
I'm
it's
on bail. I need to take care of some stuff.
All right,
go
Tim.
docx.
I will talk
Right.
to you later.
Good night,
Later.
Tim.
Good night.
See you, Tim.
Take care, Tim.
Good morning, Jeff.
Yeah,
Jim.
whatever.
Jim.
Jim.
I said hi, Jim.
Yeah, I've had problems. I've tried to save stuff in ODT and open it in Word and save Word documents and open them up in like Open Office or whatever. And I've had problems in the past going
Too big a chair.
either direction.
Well, go to Microsoft's website. They have a solution for that. Buy Word. They actually do. If you have compatibility problems, they suggest you buy Microsoft 365.
Do you have Word, some version of it, Alex?
Yes, I have. Believe
You
it
had
or
the
not,
Office thing from when you were in college, right?
believe it or not, I am still able to use the licenses on both mine and my mom's computer that I got from the college. I'm waiting for those to expire or whatever, because those are tied to my college email. So as long as my college email continues to work, those licenses will continue to work.
Well,
So I'm waiting for those to
day
not
co-
work anymore, and then it'll come
If
up and
that
it'll
day
tell me
comes-
the program, and then I'll say, well, it's time to buy it now.
well, if that day comes by the cheap thing like I did from that link of Carrie's, it's gray market, and then put it on your mom's computer, and then once she learns it, just never update it. And if she doesn't go on the internet with a Word document, there's not going to be any security issue. So on my old computer, I'm still using Office 2010, but I don't take anything into it that comes from the internet. Don't send anything out. If I actually got some consulting work or something that required me to do that, I would have a reason to buy Microsoft 365 or whatever.
Well, so she has to send stuff. She has to download stuff and send and email stuff for her work.
Oh, separate from the church stuff. All right.
And so,
Okay, well, then you have a
and
reason to get the other one.
not only that, I do the PowerPoint for church on Sunday morning, every Sunday morning, and the church computer only has Microsoft Office on it, and the guy that runs that computer ain't going to install anything else.
Long Dog says Libre, or however you say it, Office.
Yeah, LibreOffice. That just means that's French for free.
Oh, okay.
Libre.
That is. I mean, he's not joking.
But
Is that
the other thing you can do,
with-
if you know, I don't know how long it'll last. If you know somebody that can go to Costco, you can get a 15-month subscription to Microsoft 365 for $10 off the regular price. You know, it may not be there forever, but that's a pretty good deal.
Right.
And
Ken?
if you get the
Yeah,
family
Gary.
one, it's up to 5 individuals.
I want to share my screen for just 1 second.
Go ahead. I got the watch ready.
Or no, Office Pro 21 Professional, $50.
I did the similar thing from Carrie's. I bought the Office 21 Professional, that one, I don't remember what the price was. It was that CDK deals.
Yep.
So, and so far it's installed fine, works fine. It says I have a retail license. And there's a command you can use to check that stuff. I'm sure it's gray market, but unless you're out there selling them yourself, Microsoft's not going after individuals over that sort of thing.
I don't see them ever doing that again. Going after the people
if
selling
they
it.
can catch you selling a bunch of those to somebody through the gray market, they'll stop the person selling it if they can get the leverage.
Yep.
But they're not going to go after Jeff for buying one copy of it, you know.
Nope. Matter of fact, they kind of like you having it because you might go someplace and have them buy more. Oh, I think I told everybody, and I think everybody knows it, but Word Perfect, before they died, if you bought a copy at work, they'd give you a copy for home.
Yep.
Wow.
They wanted you to be an expert on it.
Yeah, they're owned by, who is it now? Corel?
Yeah, Corel Office or Corel, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And they have a little Office suite, Quattro Pro.
Yeah, and they're still out there.
Yeah.
They still have a few niche market sales. They were very popular with attorneys for a long time.
Word Perfect was
something about the way legal documents need to be formatted.
Well, the other thing they had is a very good document tracking system.
Yeah.
You know, where if you worked on it, you'd keep track of everything you did, and if I worked on it, blah blah blah. Instead of yelling for the attorneys.
I wrote a document back in 1993 that we did with Word Perfect, and it would let you adjust any darn thing. And we were producing this document for the EPA. Got it all done. And they said, "Oh, we only contracted to do so many pages of this. You got to make it fit in X number of pages." And by tweaking things, the margins a tiny bit on all four sides, the whole document, I was able to get it in the number of pages they wanted. And then later, somebody lost the file a few years after that when they needed to print more copies. And some lady at EPA took something I had and redid the whole thing in Word and made it look exactly like the Word Perfect version. I was impressed.
It comes with Word Perfect, Word Processor, Quattro Pro Spreadsheet, Paradox Database Management, ebook Publisher, and Corel Multicam Capture and Presentation Slideshow Creator. And it's almost Microsoft Office compatible.
Yep.
According to them.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't do stuff like that. It'd be a pain in the neck. I did get an email today recommending some Canon wireless printer. That's scary.
Anybody have any recommendations for a color laser printer?
I only use one printer brand, personally. For home, HP.
Dot matrix.
I don't want to do inkjet because I don't
matrix.
print color often enough.
No, HP has good color lasers also, but they're not.
I know you don't need a black and white, but I saw a monochrome laser for $149 on Amazon.
Yeah, I have a Canon laser printer all in one that's several years old now, and it's still going strong. I don't print that much, but occasionally I would like to print a couple things in color, and I don't print color often enough to make having an inkjet worthwhile because the jets will clog. So
yeah, I probably print maybe once a year, maybe. Yeah. And then if I either go to Mom's or go to when we were in Charleston, I go to the library and pay a dime and print it. I mean,
did you ever?
I'm gonna send some cartridges to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Don't do that. You get in trouble.
So did you ever get your invoice or whatever it was you for printing for this guy, Ken? Or
it's in the process.
Or what?
No, I put it on a flash drive and used their printers. But he wants it reworked. He wants a a more detailed. So I'll detail it. He's going to get a novel.
Next thing you know, he's gonna want a detailed invoice, and then he's gonna want a detailed diagram map of where everything is, all the plugins, all the devices.
Yeah, it'll be a big white piece of paper, and it'll be a square box with a line going to this square box to this square box. That's as detailed right there. Not gonna happen. By the way, while I'm here, I want to give Greg and Jim and Chris a big thank you for helping me out today when I tinkered around with Restream.
It didn't really do nothing. I didn't know what that was exactly.
I was asked to show how Restream worked and how to go live, like I did with StreamYard yesterday. And the first time I did it this morning, I was too rushed and didn't practice anything or look into it. Let's just start it and see where it goes. You know, the old bull and china shop method works well. Jim, by the way.
Yes.
I want to say 305 now ish. I got rid of a lot more this afternoon after
Okay.
I ended it.
I have a question to ask you, but I'll wait till
after the stream. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fine.
Well, it was something that we touched on briefly during the restream, and I was curious to know how you know something.
Drugs and alcohol, I think.
No. After the stream.
John Jones,
that's scary.
Southern exposure is great food, but he needs to get rid of the pork.
Yeah, he's got some fantastic videos. I put his link over in the YouTube chat.
There was a restaurant about 15 years ago in Detroit, and it was called Steve's Soul Food. It was high-class soul food, and it was an old Detroit mansion. It was just good food, but the catch was the old mansion. But if anybody knows anything about soul food, I probably shouldn't have ate there.
There's a lot of restaurants around here in old mansions.
Because now imagine what it is because like the green beans are cooked in bacon grease and all that.
You think? Joel Bacon, baby. Salt pork. Needs more salt.
Yeah, really.
That's actually good.
I didn't say it was good. I said I liked it. I was bad, but it was good.
There's Rick.
Cooked green vegetables with ham.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
How was your day, other than the bad news you got this morning?
Oh, it's been all right.
Good. Alex, do you have something you would like to share with the group about Wednesday? What are you talking about, kid?
Nope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What software does your mother use again?
I do, but I don't want to discuss it because I think someone is here and I don't want them to hear.
Oh.
You'll jinx it. Whatever it is.
Kenny Witten's joined us over in the chat room. Good evening, Kenny.
Stealth mode did too.
I think I acknowledged him when he came in. If I didn't, I apologize. I thought I caught him when he first came in because that was right after I switched over to live chat from Top Chat. Chris, it sounds like you had a rough day today.
Yeah, my mother's car wouldn't. We had to get somebody to jump it off, and then when I got to the auto parts place, they had a hard time getting that thing that holds the battery down.
Did you go to AutoZone?
AutoZone, and then the AutoZone didn't have it. I had to go to the other one, Advance.
Oh, okay.
Sounded like it wasn't really the right size battery. I mean, physically the right size.
It was taller. It was aftermarket battery. It was taller than the the real battery. They made those brackets, but I had to buy one, and it had to be cut off or the hood wouldn't go down.
I think you got the wrong battery.
It's right battery. It just way it was.
Should have went to O'Reilly's.
I like O'Reilly's.
Should have gone to Walmart. Walmart would never sell you anything. That's not right.
Oh heck no, they're so proficient.
Walmart wouldn't.
Oh boy.
I could put it in myself, but I'd rather somebody do it. Walmart would do it.
Yeah.
If I could do it, I would do it. But I'm getting to the point where there's a lot of things I can no longer do, like climb a ladder. I'm smart enough to know not to get on a ladder.
I don't think your truck's that high that you need a ladder to do the battery, do you?
Oh, I do. Yes, I'm such a little guy. You guys don't know it, but I'm only 3.5 feet tall. You know? I use this program that makes me look like I'm 6'4" and weigh.
Yeah. When he's off camera, he's like,
Did you play for the 1943 Cincinnati or St. Louis Browns?
Stay home. Right?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
You need a scissor lift.
I think Doug would say that was a little too obscure, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
You need a scissor lift, then
They had to plug something in the car. I don't know where they plugged it at, but they plugged it to keep the memory to the radio and all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Because some cars you have to have a code for the radio to work when you change the battery. You have to go.
How old is your car?
2018 Nissan Rogue.
Yep, 2018 or yeah.
So then I got real super lucky because we pulled the old battery out, put the new battery in, and everything worked like nothing ever changed. And it's a 2016.
That guy told me, he said if it ever did lose the memory, I could just Google it. You don't have to go to their dealership no more. Usually you can just Google it.
Really? You can Google the codes for that now?
Yep.
Wow.
YouTube.
What do you mean? What kind of code is it? Is it just like a code that you like?
A radio
On
code.
the touch screen?
Yeah, it's a touch screen, but it is a touch screen, but I've heard of it. Seems like I've had to put a code in before.
I was wrong on the year, but the point was the same.
Do what now?
I said I was wrong on the year for the baseball.
Yeah, stealth mode.
Yeah, but some cars, when you change your battery, you got to do the whole computer setup.
Yeah, I was going to say, I learned after the fact the computer's supposed to be reset on my truck when you change the battery. Nobody ever told me, and I've changed it twice myself. But I had a little Ford Focus for a while, and that was well known. You were supposed to do it on that one. Apparently, AutoZone wouldn't put the battery in. Said you have to have a mechanic do it that's got the equipment to reset the computer.
On my joystick, you don't. On my joystick, when you replace the batteries, you don't have to reset nothing. It just comes back on.
It's a good thing.
Well, with the Tesla and with the Lightning, you don't have to reset the oil life when you change the oil because there's no oil. Every car is different. You go change oil. You got to do key 3 times, put it neutral, backup, shift.
Don't forget to set the heat back to 71.
How you doing, stealth mode?
Doing very well, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, everyone.
And to you.
Coming up.
Gentlemen, who the hell is he talking to?
Yeah, another year gone.
You're kind of early, aren't you, Ken?
Spent a lot of time with family.
Yeah, I started early. I got to be up early again tomorrow. It's just getting up at 7:30 in the morning's ridiculous. This will be
You're going to start the new year off right and getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh gosh, no! Sunday morning, I'm not getting up at 7 o'clock. I'll tell you right now, that's not going to happen. I don't have to do anything but take her to work at 2 o'clock. So I'm not getting up at 7. Tomorrow I got to get up because I get to go back to the BMV and go, you guys have it. Figure out where it's at. We got 58 days now to find this dumb thing.
Oh, help.
What are you looking for, Ken?
We're trying to get the car title, or not title, but plated here in Indiana. And Indiana wants to get the title in the state of Indiana, even though it's financed out of Utah. So the credit union sent the title to Indiana. They have it as of December 15th. This morning they said we don't have it. Call your credit union, have them resend it. And being on how I'm such an early morning person, I was like, oh yeah, good idea. Well, no, it's not a good idea because there's only one title to your car. There's not multiple titles. So when I called them, the lady says, oh, have them send it back. We'll send it back to them. And I said, well, that's just stupid. She goes, why is that? I said, if they go find it and they say, oh, here it is, just process it and give me my plates.
You're doing the right thing. The credit union is the boss. Whoever the bank is, the money man, do it the right way. Well, we always do car loans through our credit union. That way, if anything goes wrong, we just go, Mr. Jones from the bank. And they usually clear it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, the only thing I disagree with is DMV wants to have it retitled in Indiana.
Right.
In Michigan, they don't care who the title is. They just want to charge